TCG tournaments can be long and tiring. It's usually days of 8 to 9 rounds, so we're talking about 9 to 10 hours of being in that event hall, and then if it's a multi-day tournament, you've got to go round in the second day and do the same again if you're being successful. Well, how do you manage that length of time, really trying to focus and concentrate on how to play? Well, let me tell you about some tips and tricks today on how you can manage tournament fatigue. Welcome back to TCG Psychology, the channel where we turn psychological insights into competitive advantages. Now, TCG tournaments should not be seen as sprints, but rather a mental marathon where you've got 10 hours of making decisions over and over again in order to be successful at the end of the day and come away as a champion. This isn't something for everyone. These can be very, very tiring days where you've got a lot of fatigue potentially creeping in, which can lead to lots of mental mistakes later on in the rounds. So to be successful, you have to know how to effectively manage this situation and still be able to make decisions after 10 hours of making constant decisions in each of your games. That's what we'll be covering in today's video, and I'll be providing you with some tips and tricks on how to be successful. During these tournaments, you may experience something known as decision fatigue. This is where you've just made so many decisions during the day, so many small decisions mounting up over the course of each round, that you start to miss key pieces of information, you start to skip over lines of play, and you just end up making mistakes. So the first tip that I have for managing these sorts of days where you've got lots and lots of decisions going on is to make sure that you've made some of the other decisions going into that day. So what I mean by that is, if you know you're going to be competing in an area for 10 hours during that tournament, you don't want to spend your breaks deciding, oh, where do I want to go and get some food? Or what am I going to do during this break where I have like an extra hour because they've given us an extra hour scheduled into the tournament. You want to make those decisions beforehand. So when it comes to preparing the day before, my recommendation would be to pack your bag so you've got, your deck, your mat, everything you need to compete, but also any snacks you might want, any drinks you might want, ready to go the day before. The reason being is because you then have those decisions made already. So when it comes to those breaks, you're able to just go into your bag and get those snacks out, get those drinks out that you need through the course of the day. If you know you're going to be buying food, I would also recommend making sure that you know what the options are around the venue, whether that's going to a restaurant or grabbing something from the venue itself. Make sure you're familiar with that, what the options are going to be ahead of time, so that again you can just go and pick up that food rather than sitting there trying to make a decision on what you're going to eat. It may sound silly, but trust me, it will help you when it comes to dealing with that mental fatigue by the end of the day, because some of those small decisions are already made for you. That leads me into my next tip, which is to think about the nutrition which you're taking in during the course of a day. Now, I know lots and lots of TCG players, myself can be guilty of this as well, who enjoy consuming a lot of sugar during tournaments to try and keep those energy levels up. But what this can actually lead to is during those crucial rounds at the end of the day, you'll experience quite a big crash in terms of those energy levels. And if your energy levels are feeling low, then again, that's going to impact your ability to make those crucial decisions in those key matches in Top Cut or whatever that might look like. So instead of packing lots of sweets and lots of soda, you should be looking at taking in some more slow releasing energy, such as complex carbs. So you're looking at things like nuts, bananas, etc., that are going to help keep you fueled throughout the day, and stick to water, which will help you stay hydrated, and hydration is key as well to being able to make those decisions. Our body is tied into our mental energy, so if we're fueling our body correctly, that's going to enable us to be at our peak performance and allow our mind to flow more smoothly and make those decisions, compared to if we fill it up full of sugar and go through those experiences of crashes when that sugar starts to wear off. So do think about how you're fueling your body. That can be quite key to being successful during the later stages of a tournament. We've talked previously on this channel about managing those in-between rounds and what you can do to be most effective in between rounds. But one thing that you can certainly do, especially if you're starting to feel the fatigue come through, is to have a 5-minute power nap. Now, what I've seen people do previously who have been successful in tournaments, or what I sometimes do myself, is to take a pair of earphones, find a quiet corner in the tournament hall, and put your earphones in, close your eyes for 5 minutes, set a timer if you need to, and just relax for those 5 minutes. Just allow yourself to sit there listening to your music and relax for those 5 minutes. And what this allows you to do is reset yourself, allow you to energize yourself up again, and then be refreshed going into the next round. If you really want to be successful at tournaments, these are the types of techniques and skills that you want to implement, certainly in the later stages of tournaments, to enable you to again go in and be ready to make those key decisions at crucial moments, rather than starting to play sloppy and making those mistakes during those later stages of the day. These are some tips and tricks on how to manage your energy levels through a tournament day. Let me know in the comment section below what some of the things that you do are to manage your energy levels, and make sure that you can make those crucial decisions at those key moments of a tournament. If you know someone who would benefit from this video, please do share this video with them. Make sure to like and subscribe so that you're notified when future videos are uploaded. And until the next video, make sure you win the mind game meta.